Hey Cam, thanks for joining me today for this video review. How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Already failing at language right there, but I'm doing good.
Cool, perfect. So yeah, I've just got a few questions for you to tell anybody watching this video how you got on with the course. So yeah, I mean, what was it like before we started working together?
So before, I'd already started forming interest in Stoic philosophy and things like that. So that was already burgeoning. And then in terms of my life, really, I was doing a lot of work. Um, I was working probably more than 12 hours a day on a regular basis, not getting great sleep. Um, I had the limiting belief that I was a night owl, so often worked very unsociable hours as well. That then in turn didn't give me much of a social life and all those other things. So yeah, if I was to sum it up in general, I'd say probably just disorganized.
Okay, cool. And what was the biggest win that you had from the course?
Really, it was, I guess, following on from that, it's all about turning disorganization into organization. So organizing my life, much more formalized structure to my life. And although that can sound rigid, um, in the end, it's actually helped me to have more social time. It's helped me to have a better relationship with work. It's allowed me to have boundaries and things like that. So all these kind of things. I guess it's that dichotomy of order and chaos, and I was way too more on the chaos side, and so bringing that order in has actually really helped sort of turn my work life around, and my home life, and my social life, and my health and fitness life. All those kind of things have come massively more into play just by having more organization.
Okay, cool. I was going to ask for some examples, but you pretty much gave loads there. And
Yeah.
actually, I was kind of answer the next question, which was what's different now that you finished the course and it's been what 6 months since you finished. So what's been different over the last 6 months?
So one of the things is that limiting belief of being a night owl. Um, I still find it tough to get up in the mornings. I do, maybe it's still a limiting belief, but I do believe there is a biological element to that seems to be based in somewhat in science. However, I don't believe that I can't work in mornings, for example. I don't believe anymore. Um, I don't believe anymore that I can't work in mornings and that I'm most productive in the evenings. Um, it's all about finding a way. The obstacle is the way. The obstacle is being productive in the mornings, and it's about finding ways to get around that. And the benefits are kind of manifold. So it's um, by overcoming those obstacles or making those obstacles a part of the way, um, I've then been able to have, like I discussed, the social life, the health life, and things like that. One big example is through doing this and changing the way that I operate, it's given me more time for health and fitness. So a year and a half ago now, I weighed 97 kilos, and I now weigh under 80 kilos. So I've lost 17 kilos or 40 plus pounds or whatever. So yeah, a huge amount of fat loss and things like that. So those are some pretty big changes.
Cool, awesome, yeah. And what was your favorite part of working together or of the course in general?
My favorite part was actually you, Stuart, just because you have really nailed down the skill of listening um, and leaving time, basically not jumping in. Uh, Basically, all the things that make someone a good coach, not jumping in too soon and things like that, because it's the old adage that people generally know the answer. It's leading people to the answer. So my favorite thing in working with you is your ability to do that, to guide someone towards the answer without giving them an answer, or giving me the answer. and things like that. So that kind of relationship has really helped me, sort of come to conclusions that help me. And even if they're not the correct answer going forward, 4 weeks time, it's at least something to go off, and then you live and learn, and you pivot based on how that's worked out. So my favorite bit of working with you has been, I guess, working with you. So
Perfect.
yeah.
Cool. You'd hope that's true, because for anybody watching, Cam and I do work with each other in other bits as well. So we have worked with each other for a while. Cool. And what would you say to anybody considering signing up to the course?
I think it's well worth doing. Like I said, my sort of induction into Stoic philosophy actually started before the course. And whether you're at that stage or not, having someone to guide you through a more formalized process really helps sort of nail down those ideas. So it's putting philosophy into practice, and doing that without help can be incredibly difficult. So getting that guide, having that person there to lead you through it. And I mean, you talk about on your course at the start, the hero's journey, and there's a character usually in most stories that is the guide. Stuart and the Agoge Project is that guide, and every hero needs it. No matter what stage you're at in your journey, if you come around and you become the hero of your own story, well, then usually you still need to then reinvent yourself and go back around the wheel. So really, at whatever stage you're at, you can really benefit from a coach in general. And then doing this course, I think it can lead you to some new insights. And Stu's got the kind of such big level of knowledge there to sort of guide anyone at whatever stage. And because he's good at listening, it's good for anyone who has no idea of. I mean, I keep using the word Stoic philosophy. It's not really all about Stoic philosophy entirely. It's just about helping you accelerate your life towards your goals and what your goals really are. What are your real goals? Because I think that can be hard for a lot of people. So whether you're down that end of the spectrum or you're quite aware of what your goals are, but you need that last push getting there, or even just refining your own process of getting there. So it's a roundabout answer, but I'd recommend this course to anyone.
Cool.
Anyone who wants to achieve their goals.
Sweet. Awesome. Any final remarks?
No, not really. The only thing for me was one of the weirdly one of the most transformational bits for me was the be a witness part of the course. That was incredible because I have basically a multi-track mind. So I'm thinking 10 thoughts all at once, all at the same time. And in some ways that benefits me. In some ways that means I can, because I have that multi-track mind, I can think really fast and think on my feet and be there. But then at other times it's not useful at all. And being able to slow that down and be a witness and to listen to the multi-tracks, but also to be aware of the fact that it's not all those voices are not me. I'm the thing listening to the voices. And so creating that kind of dialogue with yourself internally has actually been really helpful. In slowing all of that down, and B, in terms of coming to revelations, basically, that have helped me further my goals and things like that, and just be better at thinking. I can think fast, but there's a difference between thinking fast and being good at thinking. There's quite a huge difference. So yeah, I can think fast, but thinking with genuine insight is something that this course has taught me. So I think that was a huge part of it, and that goes back to what I was saying a moment ago. You know, depending where you are on your level of knowledge, your level of success, your level of, this course can really help anyone.
Cool, awesome. I'm going to stop recording there. Cheers.
No worries.